আছি আমি নাথ Shri Srimati Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Anant Koti Vaishnav ki Navacharya Hajar Shakur ki Prem se कही जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम राधा गिरि गोवर्धन की मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की हृदय मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा माई यमुना माई की वृंददीप तुलसी महाराज की संकीर्तन महाया की Vidai Gaur Premanande. All glories to somebody. All glories to somebody. All glories to somebody. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Hare Krishna. So, as we all know that this is Kartik month going on, so we are reading from 9th chapter of 10th canto, in which Kartik Leela is, this all Okhal Bandhan Leela is described. So today we are going to discuss from 10th canto, 9th chapter, 20th shloka. So you can recite it after me. Nemem virancho na bhavo na sharir api anga samshaya prasadam lebhir gopi yattat prapa vimuktida nemam virancho na bhavo na sharir api anga samshaya Sadam lebhir gopi yattat prapta vimuktida nemam virancho na bhavo na sharir api anga samshaya prasadam lebhir gopi yattat prapta vimuktida
Nemam virinchona bhavo Nashirapi anga samshaya Vasaram devye gopi Yattat prapa vimuktida
Nemam virinchona bhavo Nashrirapi anga samshraya Prasadam lebire gopi Yattat prabha vimuktida
Nemam virinchona bhavo Nashrirapi anga samshaya Prasadam lebire gopi Yattat prabha vimuktida
Nemam virinchana bhavo Nashirapi anga samshaya Prasadam lebhire gopi Yattat prabha vimuktida
Not. Imam, this exalted position, Virancha, Lord Brahma, Na, Nor, Bhava, Lord Shiva, Na, Nor, Shri, the goddess of fortune, Api, indeed, Ang Shamshaya, although she is always the better half of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prasadam, mercy. Lebhire, obtain. Gopi, Mother Yashoda. Yattat, as that which. Prapa, obtained. Vimuktida, from Krishna, who gives deliverance from this material world. Translation purport by His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. Neither Lord Brahma, nor Lord Shiva, nor even the goddess of fortune who is always the better half of the Supreme Lord, can obtain the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the deliverer from this material world, such mercy as received by Mother Yashoda. But this is a comparative study between Mother Yashoda and other devotees of the Lord. As stated in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Ekala Ishwar Krishna are Sababhritya. The only Supreme Master is Krishna, and all the others are his servants. Krishna has transcendental quality of Bhritya Vashyata, becoming subordinate to his Bhritya or servant. Now, although everyone is Bhritya and although Krishna has quality of becoming subordinate to his Bhritya, the position of Mother Yashoda is the greatest. Lord Brahma is the Bhritya, a servant of Krishna, and he is Adi Kavi, the original creator of this universe. Tene Brahma Hriday Adi Kavaye. Nonetheless, even he could not obtain such a mercy as Mother Yashoda. As for Lord Shiva, he is the topmost Vaishnava. Vaishnava Nam Yatha Shambhu. What to speak of Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva? The goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, is the Lord's constant companion in service, since she always associates with his body. But even she could not get such mercy. Therefore, Maharaj Parikshit was surprised thinking, what did Mother Yashoda and Nand Maharaj do in their previous life by which they got such a great opportunity? The opportunity to be affectionate father and mother of Krishna. In this verse, there are three negative pronouncements, na, na, na. When anything is uttered three times, do it, do it, do it, one should understand that this is meant to indicate great stress on effect. In this verse, we find na lebhir, na lebhire, na lebhire. Yet Mother Yashoda is in the supermost exalted position, and thus Krishna has become completely subordinate to her. The word Vimuktidat is also significant. There are different types of liberation, such as Sayujya, Salokya, Sarupya, Sashti, and Samipya. But Vimukti means special mukti. When after liberation one is situated on the platform of Prema Bhakti, one is said to be achieved Vimukti, special mukti. Therefore, the word Na is mentioned. That exalted platform of Prema is described by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Prema Pumartho Mahan. And Mother Yashoda naturally acts in such an exalted position in loving affairs. She is therefore a Nitya Siddha devotee, an expansion of Krishna's Haladini potency. His potency to enjoy transcendental bliss through expansion such as who are special devotees, Anand Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavita. Such a devotees are not sadhana siddh. Om Ajnanatamidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhisham Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamanyam Dadati Swapadaktikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavansha Shri Rupam Sagradatam Saganaraghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Savadetam Savadutam Parijana Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sarvanalinda Shri Vishakha Vitamsha He Krishna Karunandhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Manuse Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwamanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine
Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatharine.
Hare Krishna. So before I start, I would like to beg your mercy and blessings because this is very exalted subject matter. I just put my name because Maharaj didn't want to give lecture, he wanted to take rest. So there was nobody who I would like to, I thought like, well, better not to disturb devotees and disturb myself, but now after reading this shloka, I can see that it is very elevated subject matter. So I need your prayers and blessings so that we can do justice with this subject matter. So here in this shloka, Shukdev Goswami was describing in this 10th canto, that the whole 10th canto is biography of Krishna and all the activities that Krishna did. So right now, Shukdev Goswami was describing Okhal Bandhan Leela, that how Krishna, who cannot be bind, who is unbound, can be bind by love. And after describing this Leela, now he is glorifying Mother Yashoda, that how exalted she is, how exalted her position is. And he is comparing her with Brahmaji, Lord Shiva, and Goddess of Fortune even. They are all exalted people, they are not some, and as compared to them, materially speaking, as compared to them, Mother Yashoda is just a village, a village lady who is not very, accustomed with Vedic rituals, who is not very, very scholarly with all the Vedas and everything, not doing any great tapasya or anything. But yet, Shukdev Goswami mentioning Mother Yashoda is very, very, very exalted as compared to them. Why is so that? In one of the lectures, Srila Prabhupada mentioned why Mother Yashoda. First of all, we should know that, even in the pure devotees, there is categorization. There are many levels of pure devotees also. It doesn't mean Mother Yashoda is exalted devotee, she is pure devotee. But it doesn't mean that Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma or Goddess Fortune, they are not pure devotees. They are also pure devotees, but Mother Yashoda is even exalted than them. So Prabhupada was mentioning in one of the lectures like why Mother Yashoda is considered so exalted, or why Krishna choose her to be her mother. In the words of Srila Prabhupada mentioned that because she purchased anxiety for Krishna. This is her quality, that all her life's aspects were dependent upon, they are all circled around Krishna. Each and every activity of her life was circled around Krishna, that she was so anxious about service of Krishna. Like Krishna mentioned in Bhagavad Gita also, Ye yathamam prapadyante tam tatheva bhajamya mam vartamanam vartante manushya parsarvasha. As you surrender unto me, I shall deliver you, right? So Mother Yashoda was so anxious about Krishna, so in love with Krishna, that Krishna was also ready to be controlled by her, just like a puppet in her hands. So any of you ever heard this? Heard about this text by Sanatana Goswami? I just forgot the story of Gop Kumar and Brihad Bhagavatam. So if you see, you might have that it has two parts. One is the story of Gop Kumar, and one is the story of how Narad Muni went to all the devotees to find out who is the most exalted one. He started with some Brahmana in Varanasi who was doing, some yagyas and everything. He thought like, oh, he's the most exalted devotee. Then he said, no, I am still under the clutches of material world. I am not pure devotee. The real mercy is obtained by whom? By Indra. So Narad Muni went to Indralok, and he see, that Upendra. Who is Upendra? Vaman Dev. Vaman Dev is sitting just next to Indra in his assembly. So he thought like, okay, Indra is the one who has got the exalted, who has got the mercy of Krishna. He is the exalted, most exalted person. So Indra said, no, even I commit mistakes. And we know, Indra do commit mistakes. Although he's a very responsible person, he's a great, he's on a very exalted position. Like he's also a devotee of the Lord, but with some material desire, so that's why he's on that position. So he apologized to Narada, I also made so many mistakes. So I am not the most exalted. Most exalted is who? Then he sent to whom? To Brahmaji. And because Brahmaji is, the chief of the creator, Vidhata of the whole universe. So Brahmaji is most exalted. So then Narada Muni goes to Brahmaji, and Brahmaji is his father. So he starts glorifying him so much that you are the one who has got the most mercy of Krishna. And Brahmaji said, no, even I commit mistake. You must be knowing Brahma Mohan Leela. I commit offenses unto the lotus feet of Krishna. I took away his calves and his friends for whole 1 year, and even I got attracted to Saraswati. So I am not the most exalted one. Then he sent Narada Muni to whom? Shivji. I am the most exalted. The Shivji is most exalted. Then Narada Muni went to Shivji and asked him, you are the most exalted. And Shivji also declined, no, I am not the most exalted one. I didn't get the most mercy. Why this is so? Because I got attracted to Mohini Murti and I commit so many mistakes. If I would be the most exalted one, Krishna would be living with me. I should be in Dham. I should not be in this Kailash Dham or Devi Dham. So Krishna has given me these services to stay here with these hobgoblins and ghosts. This is duty of Lord Shiva. Although these all are means devotees, but there are gradation of being devotees also. So after Shivji, Shivji asked him to go to whom? Do you know who is the next? Hanumanji. I'm getting confused. Hanumanji or Prahlad Maharaj. So let's say it's Prahlad Maharaj. So then he went to Prahlad Maharaj that you are the, for whom, for saving you, Krishna came himself in the form of Narsimhadev. Even Prahlad Maharaj declared, no, I am not the most exalted one. Why? Because I'm so degraded that I was born in the family of Asuras, and Krishna left me here. Now he is in his own dham. So he asked him to go to whom? To Hanumanji. And then Hanumanji also said, Lord Ram left me here. He is there in his dham and I am here waiting for Kalki Avatar. So finally the conclusion was made. Who is most exalted? The Vrajvasis. And even among the Vrajvasis, who is the most exalted? Gopis. Because their whole life is dedicated to Krishna. Each and every aspect. They cannot, if you have read this 31st chapter of 10th canto, Gopi Geet, in one of the shlokas, Gopis mentioned that this Krishna is so mischievous that even while after doing meditation, we cannot keep Krishna out of our mind. Generally, for us, we have to meditate upon Krishna, we have to read so many shastra, we have to listen so much katha, so that we can concentrate on Krishna. But the position of gopis are like that. They have to concentrate to remove Krishna from their mind, and that too they cannot do. So they are so much exalted. You must have heard this pastimes of gopis, like one time in Dwarka, Krishna has headache, and they tried everything, Chaddu Balm, move, everything they tried, but headache of Krishna was not going. So they tried every doctor, every Ved, but it was there no success. So eventually Narada Muni came, and Narada Muni gave a solution. If the dust of the lotus feet of the devotees will touch the forehead of Krishna, then this pain will go away. And nobody was ready to give the dust of their lotus feet. No, neither the wives of Krishna in Dwarka, nor Brahmaji, nor Shivji, nobody. But as soon as Narada Muni reaches Vraj and gopis get to hear that, just by getting the dust of their feet, Krishna's Krishna's headache will go away. So they created a big stag or big lump of big lump of dust from their lotus, from their feet. And their point was, even and Narad Muni argued with them. Narad Muni warned them, if the dust of your feet will touch Krishna's forehead, you have to go to hellish planets. But with the argument of gopis, even if you have to live for eternity in the hellish planet, by doing so, if Krishna get relief for even for 1 second, we are ready for that. This is the position of gopis, the Vrajvasis. So that is very elevated subject matter. We can just imagine or we can just glorify that. So as Prabhupada mentioned in his lecture, that because Mother Yashoda purchased anxiety for Krishna, that's why he was the mother. Krishna is ready to be controlled by him. Similarly, how we can obtain, this is my own understanding, how we can obtain mercy of Krishna by being responsible in devotional service. One time when I was very new to devotional service, I went to a center and there was devotees living like there are small incident in your life that changes your life, the course of your life, the way of thinking. So in one of the almirahs there was a small yellow note, a sticky note, and in that note it was written, for rapid advancement in bhakti. I thought yes, this is what I want to do, rapid advancement. And in the bold letter it was written, take more responsibility. For rapid advancement in bhakti, take more responsibility. That's what Mother Yashoda did. That's what gopis did. They took responsibility for serving Krishna. Right? That's what Srila Prabhupada did. That's what Srila Prabhupada's disciples are doing. That is what is expected from us. That we also take some responsibility. Like you must have heard in Ramayana, when they were making this bridge to Lanka, there were so many monkeys who are doing their best. Hanumanji was bringing big boulders, big mountains, and everybody was serving as per their own capacity. And there was one squirrel also, right? Who was doing what? He was just covering herself in the dust, and after going on the bridge, he was just uncovering the dust to the bridge. She was doing her best, and Hanumanji tried to please get aside. You get hurt. But Lord Ram stopped him, that she is doing her best. So similarly, not every one of us can become. It is a fact that not everyone are not every one of us going to be the next GVC or guru or somebody or temple president or somebody department head. But we try our best. We take some responsibility. The more we take responsibility of Krishna's services, of Krishna's devotees, the more we will be noticed by Krishna. As you know, Bhakti Saraswati Maharaj has said, don't try to see Krishna, but serve in a way that Krishna wants to see you. So take that responsibility. The more even in our households we can see to whom parents give the property or the handover of the business. To those who are responsible. If their children are irresponsible, drunkards, or they know that he's going to waste the money. Will the parents give the money to them? No. They always give money to the responsible child. That he will do. That's how the business empire goes, right? The most responsible person is made. They made the next CEO that most responsible children, right? How it goes. It is the fact. Similarly, Krishna. You can also be noticed by Krishna by being responsible. The more responsibility you take, as per it could be different for everybody. I'm not saying that go for being a temple president or take more responsibility. Yeah, everybody has to see. Like even in as Prabhupada has mentioned, that our first and foremost priority is our own sadhana. Like most of us are initiated, and we have promised our spiritual masters that, or many of us are going to be initiated also. So the first and foremost duty is to chant 16 rounds attentively. This is the first responsibility that we must take. Next is our health, then services and other things are there. So first responsibility is to do our round nicely, do reading also. At times, I don't know about here, but in India, there is a big concern that devotees are not reading Srila Prabhupada's book. Like, because we promised on our initiation that, I will chant 16 rounds, I will follow 4 regulative principles. But generally we don't promise that I will read also. And because of our mode of fashion or because of our busyness, we skip reading. So, it is also necessary. Like I have seen personally, Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, one of the, when especially, boys, when they go for take initiation from him and they recite the Diksha vows in front of me. Okay, I will follow 4 regulative principles and chant 16 rounds attentively. And 1 hour book reading. And at times he also, suppose your guru is saying in front of everybody that 1 hour reading. Now you cannot, you have to do it. And at times I saw him saying like, and preaching also. So direct instruction to them. You have to preach also. So actually this is the anxiety of every guru, to leave behind bunch of inexperienced or non-serious disciples. We know from Guru Ashtakam that Guru take responsibility of us to take us back to Godhead. If we are not responsible, if we are not taking devotion service seriously, then Guru has to come, or he has to make some arrangement for us, because they love us more than we love them. So it is our duty to be responsible in devotion service. We take responsibility of our own sadhana, and the best is if we can do so is to preach also, or anything. In Krishna, in our movement, everything is preaching. Just by wearing dhoti kurta is also preaching, isn't it? Like, there's so many people, like in the evening or throughout the day, those who are devotees, who are chanting, but they are not wearing dhoti kurta. But once if somebody starts wearing dhoti kurta, it becomes a culture, isn't it? So just by wearing dhoti kurta is also preaching. Just by serving prasadam nicely is also preaching. Just by being there in the programs is also preaching. Suppose if in this class there is only one devotee, one speaker and one listener, so will he also feel encouraged to come next time in the class? But when there are more devotees, even if somebody is sleeping, it is also beneficial. It's not that I am recommending to sleep in the class, but just by being there in the association of devotee, it encourages others also. So the more the merrier. So each and every aspect of Krishna consciousness is preaching. Direct preaching. Like those who are taking responsibility of distributing books and doing Harinam all over the city. So Krishna is specially pleased with that. And this like Brahmaji mentioned in Brahma Samhita, you can see Krishna directly by developing love for Krishna. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santa sadeva hidiyeshu vilokayanti yamasham sundaram achinta guna sarupa govindamadi purusham tamaham vidami. By being responsible, by serving Krishna, eventually what you will do, you will develop love for Krishna. And then you can see Krishna directly. Just before this shloka, in Brahma Samhita, there is another shloka. Advaitam achuttam anadi anantarupam adyam purana purusham naviyovanamcha vedeshu durlabam durlab atma bhakto govindam adi purusham tamham bhajami. That who is Krishna? Advaitam, who is one without second. Achuttam, who is very exalted, who cannot be fall down from his position. Anadi anantarupam, he has no beginning, he has no end, and he has so many forms, so many roop. Vedeshu durlabham, and to know him is through Vedas is durlabh. Durlabh means very difficult or impossible, next to impossible. But adurlabham, whenever you add a in front of any word, it becomes completely opposite. So durlabh is very difficult or impossible, and adurlabh means very easy. For whom? For devotee. Adurlabham atma bhakto, and I pay my obeisance to that Lord Krishna. So devotees, they know Krishna is ready to be known. Krishna is ready to be controlled by them. This is the exalted position of devotional service. This is what Srila Prabhupada has given us, that we can become Krishna's master. And there is no exaggeration in this point. That although devotees want to be controlled by Krishna, but devotees can be so exalted that Krishna wants to be controlled by them. In Chaitanya there is I just remember these shlokas or verses. I don't know their number. There is a verse in Chaitanya. Say Thakur Dhanne Jena. Say Bhakti Dhanne Jena Chade Prabhu Charan. Say Thakur Dhanne Jena Chade Nijajan. That devotee is so exalted that he in every situation, in every situation, he never leaves the lotus feet of Krishna. And say Thakur Dhanne, that Lord is so magnanimous that in every situation he never leaves his devotees. We can see that Krishna is ready to do everything for his devotees, because devotees are also ready to do anything for the Krishna. There are devotees who lifted mountain for Krishna, and when it comes for Krishna, even Krishna lifted mountain for the devotees. So for each one of us, the size of mountain could be different, but be ready to lift that mountain. That mountain could be bead bag. The most heaviest thing to lift every day is the bead bag. Chanting, attending 16 rounds is the most heaviest thing. Is the you can lift 500 kgs. There are bodybuilders who do so much exercise to lift that 500 kg. But lifting that bead bag every day in the morning, waking up early in the morning and lifting that bead bag and doing attentive 16 rounds is most difficult thing. We all have this experience, right? At times our mind does not allow us, at times our body does not allow us. But fake it until you make it. Keep on doing it, and eventually you will make it. So last point I would like to share that I heard in one of the, what is prem, what is love in reality? Whatever we see in this world, it is not that. It is not love, it is lust, just infatuation, just admiration. But what I heard in one of the lectures from my seniors, that what is prem that we want to develop for Krishna is, even if all the situations are against, even if your mind is going against it, still you don't leave that person. That is love. That we can see from the lives of gopis, that we can see from the life of Mother Yashoda and Nand Maharaj. Even Krishna left for first for Mathura and then to Dwarka. Every day they were waiting for Krishna. It's not like they developed animosity for Krishna or they were cursing Krishna. Every day they were thinking of Krishna. All the situation was against their love, but still they cannot leave Krishna. So that is very exalted position. And we pray to Krishna that someday we can develop that position by mercy of acharyas, by mercy of devotees. Yes, we can do so. So this is all from my side. If anybody like to add anything, or is there any correction or question, you may kindly ask.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much for your words of wisdom on this very exalted topic. And thank you also for talking about responsibility. Now the question might arise, how can we be eligible for taking on responsibility? Meaning that we have to have a certain strength to carry a certain load. How can we qualify ourselves to be responsible in Bhakti Yoga?
Thank you, thank you for asking very nice question. So first of all, we can learn from our own mistakes. at times we take more than, in English they are saying that biting more than what you can chew. At times we take a very big bite that we cannot chew it. So we can learn from our own mistakes, or if we cannot learn from our own mistakes, we can take help of senior devotees also, or the devotees who are responsible for other services, like our own Guru Maharaj or GBC or temple president or department head. They also absorb us. Actually, there is a funny incident that happened. Like one time, this incident was shared by Badri Narayan Maharaj. He joined very early. Like he was just 16 when he joined, and he was one of the temple presidents in the earlier days. He was around 19 or 20, and he was on a morning walk with Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada, he asked Srila Prabhupada, at times devotees want to be recognized, so he asked Srila Prabhupada, Srila, what it like to be one of the temple presidents in your movement? He wanted to, listen something, some words of praise from Prabhupada, and Prabhupada said, if anything goes wrong, it's the responsibility of temple president. And he was thinking like Srila Prabhupada will say, you are like one of the commanders in the armies of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But what Srila Prabhupada said, if anything goes wrong, it's your responsibility. So Srila Prabhupada further mentions that being on a position of responsibility, temple president, department head, that means you have to take care of those devotees also, those who are serving under you also. You have to take care of their spiritual progress also. So we can take their help. They are meant to help us to progress in this. It's not like ISKCON is not a organization to beg, borrow, steal, get the work done. Send anybody on this task and get the things done. No, we are meant, especially for those of us who are on leadership position or going to be on leadership position, it is their prime responsibility to make their subordinate grow in devotional service also. We don't just have to get the things done. So we can take their help, and definitely they will help us. I gave a satisfactory answer.
Yeah, I was thinking about in the 10th canto, in the beginning of the 10th canto, it's described how Sutapa and Prishni, they were doing lots of austerities to attain a certain position in their next lives. And then we wonder, what did Mother Yashoda do? What kind of pious activities must she have been doing in her previous lives that she was eligible?
I don't know, but what I can tell you is, here it is mentioned by Prabhupada in the purport that she is not a sadhana siddh, she is nitya siddh.
Yes.
Mother Yashoda naturally acts in such an exalted position in loving affairs. She is therefore nitya siddha devotees, an expansion of Krishna's haladini potency. His potency to enjoy transcendental bliss through expansion, who are special devotees. Anand chinve rasa pratibhavita. Such devotees are not sadhana siddh.
Yeah, like Radharani.
Yeah, Radharani and other
That is
devotees.
important.
So she was nitya siddha. Any other correction, comment or question? Hare Krishna. So let us pray to the lotus feet of Shri Radha Parisisvara, that we can also develop some love for them. We all can develop some love for them. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Jaguru Prabhupada ki
Jai.
jai.